Rob, what happened? Real time, man. We had so much fun together. Just me and you, making videos, being silly, just having a laugh. You know, just to make the fans, or like the 4 people that watch it, happy. So, why did you do that when it's so important?
Oh, that was fun. But Kyle, I'm afraid I have to leave now.
Huh?
I'm afraid I have to go.
Go?
I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
I have to go.
Robert!
Sorry, Kyle. I have to go.
Rob! Hello and welcome to Real Time. Yes, welcome. As you may notice, there's something different about today's episode. I don't know if you've realised. I'm all alone. No Rob. Which, I'm lost. But, I mean, no Rob means I can say a full sentence and no one interrupts me. Haha, this is my opinion on Pokemon. Pokemon is amazing. Oh, haha, that episode of Monsters University, that movie I mean, how amazing was that? Yeah, I like the bit where Randall did this. Oh, what, you're not going to interrupt me? Because you're not here. Yeah, so, going on from the last episode, Rob has left Real Time. Not permanently, but he decided to go to Florida without me. Yeah, it hurts, Rob. Yeah, so with Rob gone in Florida, I mean, I've had some time to reflect and I've had lots of fun. I've seen the benefits in it. With Rob gone, I can watch all the anime I like! Ah! Full screen and stuff. And then, yeah, I mean, I admit, it got a bit hard in the middle of it. Too much anime. Rob, why aren't you here to stop me? And I have to admit, there was that one moment I got a little bit desperate.
Oh, Rob, he's gonna hit. I don't need him. I got my friends. Oh, he'll come back to me. He will. He will.
By all that, I'm sure up in America, Rob is thinking of me. You know, I reckon he misses me just as much as I miss him. He's probably thinking about the next video, you know, real-time episode we make. You know, what video games we're going to play, what movie to watch next. Yeah, no, he's totally thinking of me. Anyway, enough about that. So, anyway, I'm going to make my own real-time video. A Kyle special. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about the franchise, or, well, the movie, Phoenix Wright. Objection! For anyone that doesn't know what this series is, it's a video game series that was made for Nintendo DS and re-released later for iPhone, where you play as a defense lawyer. And in this game, you've got to defend your clients from getting a guilty verdict, and usually, like, they've been wrongly accused, and that's why you're defending them. So yeah, sounds a bit boring, but don't knock it. In particular, I'm going to be talking about the Phoenix Wright movie. And for anyone that doesn't know, the Phoenix Wright movie is a movie based on the very first Phoenix Wright game, and that, like, tells some of the storylines from the first game. It was never released outside of Japan. But that's what makes it so interesting. I want to see how the movie's been adapted, get my own opinion on it. However, I'm lacking a Rob. And usually Rob would be the person that hasn't played the game, and I could get his opinion. So, really, to fill the void of having someone to banter with, I'm going to need some replacement Robs. Oh yeah, start the intro. Kyle music. Robs. Right, here's my new companions. This is Rob 1, Rob 2,
I'm Ben.
Rob 2.
Ben!
Oh, if he's going to be Ben, I'm Josh.
Yeah, I'm going to be Jen. You haven't even got around to
I haven't
introducing
even
me yet.
mentioned
What's
your
wrong
name
with
yet.
you?
This is terrible, man.
Well, what's my name then?
Your name was going to be Boob Rob.
Boob Rob? Isn't that a bit sexist?
Anyway, I found these guys.
That's only if you oblige.
I found these guys, and they're my real friends, Rob. They're my real friends, unlike you. So,
So, Kyle, when we've been paid?
Because
somebody help me
I'm
control
an
poor
NHS
people.
slave.
We
Help.
need more money!
Money.
Send us money, send us money.
Money.
Who here's played Phoenix Wright?
Me!
No.
No.
Right, okay. So, we're going to do a video,
Are we?
and it's going to be talking about the film that we're going to watch in a minute called Phoenix Wright. It's based on a video game where you play as a defence attorney.
What?
I haven't studied law.
Yeah, I like.
You don't need to.
But how can I play as a defence attorney if I haven't studied law?
Well, the game guides you through
It
it.
guides you through it. It's called,
Oh.
called hand-holding.
Yeah.
So hang on, handholding. Surely it should just be
Defen-
a defence law university or something.
Yeah. I mean, if it guides you.
Look,
through
look, look.
it-
I do not make the games. Talk to Capcom, alright?
I will.
Now I've calmed you guys down with refreshments. Right. So at the end of it, we're going to watch the Phoenix Wright movie. Afterwards, we're going to do some Q&A, see what people thought of it. As some people haven't played Phoenix Wright, whilst others have, it's going to be interesting. Yeah, okay, right. And as well, at the end of the day, I only can have one Rob. I've realised 3 is too many. So I'm going to leave you guys at home at the end of this video to vote for your favourite Rob. No, I do not want your custard cream! Right, let's get the film on. There you go. That's our cameraman.
Okay, she looks like she's either about to give a blowjob or she's masturbating. Either way, this is a... Yeah, she's masturbating. With a gun. This reminds me of a porn I watched.
It's come from 2 different court cases.
被害者は事件の前日帰国したばかりでした。日本とニューヨークとの時差は14時間。時計で見ればその差は2時間。被害者はその時差を戻していなかったんです。
Sarah!
審理は時間が
What the hell?
Right, so we've just watched the film.
Oh, for sake.
I think we're a bit tired after watching that film.
Yeah, so what was everyone's thoughts?
So, like, I actually really like the film because it's not the kind of film where you can just sit there and just be like, where you can just watch it passively and you don't really have to pay attention, you'll still get it. You really have to pay attention to the finer details. You have to actually focus, which I actually really appreciate in a film because it's not just dumbed down going, oh, look at this, it's good. You know, you can just, watch it and have fun learning what's going on and reach the conclusion of the film.
What I liked about it was that it did help you along through the plot quite nicely, but it did skim over a lot of the finer details. If I was to compare it to the first game, because there was like, how many cases really in the first game? 5?
5, but this one counted, like, just did the first 4.
Yeah. So it kind of skipped over, not skipped over, but skimmed over, I think 2 of the cases that were in the game that would have otherwise taken you a hell of a lot longer to do.
But then, having said that, there's only a limited run time that they can possibly do with the film. After a while, you'll get bored,
Yeah.
and
They've
you
got
know,
to fit it all
and,
into the movie.
yeah, I mean,
There's only so much information they can put into the film. I mean, the game you have chance to explore and work out what it is, what the finer details are. With this, they can't let everybody kind of get up to that point, so they have to.
Did you feel like it was dragged out?
Oh no,
I don't know.
a little bit.
Anyways, go back to some coherent conversation.
In terms of plot points, though, I think they covered all the necessary information. They just didn't have to drag out so many of the shots and scenes.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was a little irritating at points. You're just like, oh, for goodness sake, come on.
Just tell us already!
I know it.
Case
You know.
in point.
Speaking as someone who's played the game, I think that they spent too much time of the film on the last case, where there were 5 cases to go through.
I don't know.
I think it.
But what was your perspective from someone that hasn't played the games?
I think that from kind of a film perspective, the last case has to be the big case. They have to spend more time with it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It'd be a bit disappointed if they go through the cases and the last case is kind of fizzles out. And it's just like, oh, they had to have that big.
I think the suspense was there, especially in the
They
final case.
had to, they built it up a lot, so they were really gearing for it. If it didn't really, if there wasn't as much of an emphasis on that as it was, and if it was just as, it would have just been like, it would have been just like, oh, okay, we've just been building up to this one massive thing, and it's just turned out to be, well,
quite quickly
crap.
resolved.
That would be terrible. Whilst with this, what I really appreciated was the build-up. There was a suspense going, and it was gearing up towards something for the actual resolution, which was quite explosive, and and that was good because it was a proper payoff to the build-up.
I think it's actually quite interesting to see the different opinions from, well, whether you've played the games or not. Anyway, how are you guys pointing fingers?
I do possess a finger.
Right,
Yeah, okay.
here's as part of the training for the new Rob, here is the pointing finger challenge, where they must object to a statement.
Okay.
Witness, please begin your testimony.
I went down to the shops the other day and I bought a plushie.
Objection!
Witness, I hereby ask you to commence henceforth your witness statement.
Then I saw a guy in a shop and he had a golf club and he swung it at me.
I object!
Witness, just continue.
And then the plushie along with the goldfish orbited around your
I object!
Stop objecting to me!
Objection! And so after you watched that film, would you ever consider the games if they became available to you?
Yes. Because, again, it's very difficult to obviously bring the full game format into film version, and of any from one medium to another is always difficult. I mean, it was a challenge with Red Cliff, for example, as a film where they had to take 3rd century myth, legends, and actual historical text and make it into a film. Bearing in mind it really been made into a video game series, so but they seem to do a really good job with Phoenix Wright. It's just they did a really good job of it, and I think actually I want to see what the game is like, so I can sort of guess what it would be like.
Well, in the
based on
game,
film.
they actually have to make you guess all the contradictions, like
Which
who
I
the
did
murderer
like.
is,
So
stuff like
it's
that.
kind of like with LA Noire. As a game, you have to guess and you have to probe and you have to sort of suggest whether you think they're telling the truth or not. It's difficult, but it's a really good, challenging game.
What about you, Josh?
I guess I'd give it a try. I mean, I'm always up for trying stuff. I know that's
It's very non-committal there.
well, it is, but I'll try that. I tend not to watch Japanese films, either anime or live action, and shut up.
Anyway, for the record, I would play the games.
But you do play the games, Kyle.
Oh yeah, that's kind of a mute point. You've already played them before you watched the bloody
This
film.
review is biased!
But yeah, I probably would. I'd give them a crack, see what they like. I mean, I like to think.
Ben, if you hadn't played the games, would you play the games now?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, I have played and completed all... What was that?
No.
He has not played the games, he just claims he has.
Kyle,
Nice,
contradiction.
nice,
Kyle
nice.
did ask if he hadn't played the games. Would you
Yeah.
play the games now?
Yeah, they're totally biased. I mean,
Yeah.
us two hadn't seen it or played the games. These two had already seen it and they'd already played the games.
It's
So
like-
they're a
Oh
bunch
wait,
of
shut it,
biased
new
bugs.
Robs.
The name is Josh.
So the name is Jennifer.
Anyway, we have time.
Thank you.
We have
No,
time
it's
to
just
follow.
a collective. It's Josh.
We've got time to follow. So what do you guys think of the
So
characters?
it's boosting my name to a man, thank you very much.
Characters.
Anyway,
Yeah.
characters, yes. They're different. I can imagine they would be different from the game because obviously, like I said, you can't press all of it into the film.
Most
It
of
wouldn't
them
work.
are precise.
Mhm.
But for example, would you be surprised if I told you that in the game, the character Gumshoe is actually a loser cop that can't get anything done right?
No, I wouldn't be that surprised. You kind of got the hint of it a little bit in the film anyway.
He was a lot more competent in the movie, I thought.
He was more, yeah. I mean, if he's more competent, then that's kind of that works a bit more for Phoenix and for the film, which is kind of what you want. But I wouldn't be that surprised if he was completely incompetent.
It's a traditional thing in
Is
games.
it-
that
I mean,
cops
it-
are
well, in the
incompetent
games
and it's
he's-
required an outside investigator or defence attorney in this case to solve the big case rather than the cops. Because
Well,
But anyway, right,
hello, what's going on here?
I'd like to
Yeah.
say
Company.
thank you, new Robs, for all coming down today
Josh.
and doing this very
yes, we have successfully discussed
very
Gumshoe.
pointless filler episode of Real Time. However,
It's only a filler. It's not an actual episode. I'm inside.
I'm sorry that
I'm out.
And he still wasn't paid. You.
right. Well, okay, guys, I'll get back to you with these messages. They're going to compete to see who will be the new Rob. I will have to go get Rob 1 back. But yeah, enjoy this little thingy-mabobby. Little did they know that up my sleeve I had a set of evil, cruel and grueling questions. Questions that will strike fear into these new Rob's hearts. Watch as they tremble in fear as they slap fight? Why are they slap fighting? Guys, stop it, stop it. Oh god. Is this going to be tough for them or is it going to be tough for me? Test effort. Question 1. What is your name?
Ben.
Question 2. Favourite colour?
Blue.
Question 3. Robert Kyle.
Kyle, obviously.
Good, 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 good. Question 4. Do you like Pokemon?
Yes.
Good, good. Hitting the right buttons there. Question 5. Bulbasaur, Charmander or Squirtle?
Charmander.
Okay, right. And finally, question 6. Can you tap dance?
Yes, I can.
The floor is yours. Okay.
Now my jeans just nearly fell down there.
Fan service. Question 1. What is your name?
Jennifer.
Question 2. What has more gravitational force? The chair or your boobs?
Probably my boobs.
Good answer. Question 3. Do you like Pokemon?
It's alright.
No, a yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes or?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Question 4. Bulbasaur, Charmander or Squirtle?
Squirtle.
1. Are you comfortable?
I am very comfortable, thank you.
2. Is your name Rob 1, Rob 2 or Rob Wig?
Josh,
No, that's not an answer.
what was the third one?
Rob 3.
Not Rock Wick, which is what I thought you said.
No, it's definitely Rob 3.
Right, okay. So I've got 1, 2, and 3.
Question 3. Do you like Pokemon?
Yes, duh.
Bulbasaur, Charmander or Squirtle?
Charmander.
Freaking hell, the Charmanders around here.
Yeah, but you're a Charmander fan, aren't you? What are you supposed to be?
Team Bulbasaur. Question 5. You're going to go to a rock concert.
Yes.
Across the hall you see 2 punk chicks. One has a piercing on her face whilst the other has a piercing on her arm. You decide not to date them and go and talk to the fat guy. What would you say to him?
Hi.
Now there you go. 5 horrible, grueling questions. Bet you guys feel fluttered, exhausted, annoyed because you just couldn't answer such
Quite
amazing,
turned on.
magnificent questions.
So,
And turned
were
on.
you describing how he felt? Because I was quite turned on by that.
I mean, the gravitational pull of my boobs is, quite a pressing question.
Well,
Ow.
Sorry.
here was this fun real-time episode with my new Robs because I don't need the old one anymore.
Or, as they prefer to be called, Josh, Jan and Rob 3.
Exactly.
I tap that.
Right. Well,
Boom.
however, my future, as I've learned from this video today, there can only be room for 1 Rob. So what you all must do is put your cursor over the person you want to win, which you will then go to their unique video.
unique video?
Yes.
Okay.
Now-
I have a unique video.
Right?
Oh
so
my God!
let the person you want to win. The person with the unique video with the most views will become my new Rob.
What are you doing? You pressed the-
Unless Rob returns and then takes over their places.
Which you probably will, let's be honest.
Right, now, pick your favourite! Freeze frame.